I think investors clearly view the Canadian economy as being in a weaker spot than the US economy today. I think investors are rightly perceiving that the Canadian consumer is proving to be much more interest rate sensitive than the US consumer. And so I think investors' expectations of the Canadian economic backdrop are pretty subdued. Whereas in the US, I think we're in a position where most people seem to believe now that a soft landing is certainly within sight, if not in the bag. So very different trajectories. That would, in and of itself, argue for the Bank of Canada to be cutting before the U.S.
Right.
I think the thing that's holding the Bank of Canada, or may hold the Bank of Canada back a little bit here in the short term, is we're still printing some pretty sticky wage numbers in terms of wage growth, inflation. So the inflation situation in Canada, even though our economy is a little bit softer and our job market's a little bit softer than the US, the inflation reports we've been seeing lately haven't really been cooperating. So my guess is the Bank of Canada wants a little more air cover. They'd like to see a little bit more softening of wage increases, a little bit more softening on those CPI reports to give them the cover to start cutting. But I think when all is said and done, by the end of 2024, the Bank of Canada will have cut more and deeply than the US will.